Brucey sees all.
Hi everyone, Bruce Schwartz here. If ever you get this message before or after a live stream or a video, thank you for being honest and how you feel about the channel. They are going to ask you if this channel is informative, etc., a bunch of things. So I do appreciate the ones who take the time to actually answer it, because honestly, if it's only a bunch of trolls and stuff answering it, it's not going to help very much if they give negative feedback. Remember this yesterday? Well, listen, guys, the Littrow Valley is where Apollo 17 would have declared landing, just off to the east side of Mare Serenitatis. So what we're going to go do is we're going to go see another finding in the center of the square that I have not showed you that is very important. Yes, there is a towering object in the center of this square. It's pretty astonishing, actually. Wait till I show it to you guys. There it is in the center. So this would be 50, 60. I'm taking a good guess, actually, approximative guess, as to the size in kilometers. And off to the east side, to the right there, is where Apollo 17 would have supposedly landed. Just to give you guys an idea where it is. So it's between Mons Arghaeus and Bessel crater, which is on that white line there. Thanks again, everyone, for following. This is a doozy. This is a doozy finding. Look at the tower. Littrow Valley, Apollo 17, what's going on? They didn't land, I don't think, I know it, but how come there are platforms on the surface, right? Not just where they landed, my friends, everywhere. On the left, this is a NASA image. It's a NASA image. It's not mine. I have the hardest times posting this image free of copyright. I'm allowed to do what I want with it even. This is what's written in the copyright from Wikipedia. Anyways, western margin of the mare on the left. Dead center is Bessel crater along that white line I always mentioned. And to the right, lower right corner, is the Littrow Valley where the Apollo 17 site is supposedly. Notice how they're aligned and cut out. So now we're looking for the square. We should see them in two of the images, one in the center, one on the right. We're still not seeing that square on the surface. I've been looking for the square I found. I believe I did find it very vaguely in an outline in one of their images, but I'm still looking for a close-up of that square, and obviously haven't seen any yet. Let's take a close look at this image. Happy to share this one. It was taken by the mapping camera, supposedly, of the Apollo 17 mission, facing north, east at 107 kilometers. Often you ask me what scale and size, how high off the surface I am. You have seen many photos I have closer of Bessel myself, about even closer than this, and I'm telling you all I'm 1,000 meters. So can we say that we're closer than 1,000 meters? You bet. 107 kilometers, they say here. We see the surface in a way where we don't see any outlines, we don't see any color. Well, that's okay. It's not that they're taking any manipulation, but they're in black and white. I mean, what do you want us to do? We're looking for color. We're not going to see any in NASA photos, that's for sure. Try to add some in it. You can't. Here's my footage. And remember me telling you guys Apollo 17 is 3 lines leading off to that dot. Well, where do you think those lines are going off to? Look what's underneath of those 3 lines. Now, is that beautiful? I'm flipping out. I'm really happy to see this. As we're going across, you see the square there. You see the monolithic object in the center. Reds appear exactly in the square. Sign of manipulation. But look at the 2 strip rectangles that appear as we're panning across. The square is even longer. It's a rectangle. There's a boundary line all around a certain area leading up to another crater down on the bottom there. You could see an oxygen blue line with the naked eye. Okay? When you look at the top of the moon, you'll see a blue sparkle. You can see that oxygen line with the naked eye. And that's exactly what I'm showing everyone that's there. So if anyone tells you there's no oxygen and that the blue on the surface of the moon is all refraction, they're a bunch of liars. You know, I have more respect for the guy that leaves all other theories opened up. It's okay to say there's refraction on the moon, but to go around to channels and tell the people there's nothing up there, there's no color. Try to prove to someone that this image is a refraction, the brown in Mare Serenitatis. You'll be laughed at, that's for sure. We could clearly see, but people are lingering on the little stupid little blue specks on the surface. Okay, get over it. Yes, there could be refraction of light. I always mention it. But to linger on the fact that it's only refraction, that's bull. It's all there. The whole surface. Every proof that we would ever need to know if anyone was up there. The patches, there they are. Several patches, no matter where I show you, over structures that are hiding the structures. Whether it be deliberate hiding, that I don't know, but it is hiding certain parts. Look at the connections and look at the bumps side by side, same size. We can hardly see straight lines like bridges, but they just don't go off to anywhere. They go to particular places. Mercuricium, inverted, incredible. Right off the bat, it shows us a surface that, again, right in the bottom, dead center, you can see the connections. Sure, it's hazy. It's the same reflectivity, hard to see. Apollo 17 right here. Where's the square on the left? You can't see it, can you? There's certain ways to take the picture of the surface to not see other objects. That's why you have to go through various angles and different lighting in the image. Look at the incredible, beautiful surface. Imbrium to the bottom right, that you can see there, a nice surface with some nice blues and colors on the surface. Here's the greenery on the surface. So why look off to the gray patch, guys, on the right? Oh, hold on. First of all, Menelaus connected to the other crater underneath, and other crater hundreds of kilometers. So why do you think nobody would land in Mare Serenitatis? Well, because there's a forest, falling stars. Okay, I can't wait to change subjects here. I'm gonna explode. There's so much I want to tell you about the moon, and lots of good stuff coming up. You just saw a falling star, which is very rare to get in an image. It's a literal image, and I got the video. This is the blood moon, but of course during the winter, I was still undecided whether it was summer or winter, but yeah, winter. This is what I saw, a horrendous haze, but I still wanted to show you. This is why I didn't talk much about it. Didn't get a nice image, but look at the colors. They're there. The blood moon. You can see the different colors on each side. Southeast of the sun all the time, 2 or 3 times anyways, last year. Shouldn't have mentioned it last year, because when I did, it disappeared. Never saw it again. Looks like NASA's sign, doesn't it? That object right in the center. I watched the clouds go by in front and in back of this object, yet this object never moved for exactly 20 minutes, almost half an hour. It was just floating there, sitting there in place, and again, don't forget, it kept the same angle as the other clouds went by and broke up. Here it is in inversion. Really, really clear. Look at the 2 tail ends at the end there, you can see. Oh, this is a big video. Okay, Copernicus now. There's just so much I want to share with you guys. Top left is Copernicus crater. Oh, this is beautiful, right? Underneath Copernicus crater. Connections, right? That's all I'm going to say, connections. Whatever it may be, okay. Hey, everybody, look at the anomalies. It's just as beautiful. But take a good, deep look at some of these larger ones that are connected all together. I'm not going to point anywhere. I just want your eyes to scatter around this one. There's a lot more coming up. Don't worry about that. We're just getting clear proof of the surface. Have I gotten other images of the same area? Yes, my friends, I will continue to try to get always the same angle. It'll be probably about similar at one point, once that Terminator line skedaddles over to the same area. Beautiful, incredible, clear surface. Enjoy, everyone. Back right after this. Mare Imbrium. Copernicus crater. Christian Maus. Regarde ça, mon ami. My friend talks a lot about monolithic, towering objects off the surface. Looks like a snake head, right? You can see the shadow underneath, thousands of feet off the surface. And watch this. I bet you didn't even see it. Off, just over top, that's not a crater, and if it is, well, it's on a stick or some type of tower. You could also see the shadow underneath, high off the surface, and there it is, a lot closer, both of them a lot closer. Over to the right, even in the center on the top, there's another crater manipulation. And all these lines that have the same reflectivity, all connected together. They're connected. We're not talking about 100 kilometers. We're not talking about 100 miles of one straight line or connection. There they are again. On the surface. We're talking about thousands of kilometers that are connected in a straight line that veer off just enough to go and reach craters as they're going along, that straight line's going along the path. Having some problem with this video, audio problems. Reiner crater, Sébastien Brard, my friend, 30 kilometers in diameter, Oceanus Procellarum, and that's what we're looking at. Look here, upside down, Aristarchus now, and you can see it's a tower, right? That's Reiner crater. I'll be showing more of that. Easily be able to locate Reiner crater, follow up the longest stretch of supposed ejecta, the end of Kepler crater, and you'll fall right onto it. You see how we don't see the tower here? As you all know, YouTube said just recently they changed the guidelines to harassment policies. Thanks so much for reporting offensive channels and the ones that are really trying to thrash and defame me and to misinform people about my research.
Houston, say again, please.